I recently started following the Project Pan trend where I focus on using up the products I already own and track my progress. So this is my Project Pan 2026, everything I've used up in the first 3 months of the year. I don't count one face mask the same as a regular product since they are single use. In total, I used up 15 face masks and finished 12 regular products. I'm including not just beauty items but also body care like hair mask and soap. So let's get right into it. First, here are all the face masks I used over the past 3 months. This one is the Replenish Hydro Soothing Mask from a Korean brand called RAMEUP. The pack came with 6 masks. I had never tried anything from this brand before, so this was my first impression of this brand and I really liked them. They hydrate my skin really well and don't leave behind a sticky feeling, which is very important because I hate sticky masks. Some of the key ingredients are witch hazel water, aloe leaf extract, and Ceramide NP. They do contain fragrance, so if you have sensitive skin, you might want to skip them. I would definitely repurchase if I see them in store. 4 out of 5 stars for me. Next is this Hyluronic acid mask from a brand called Coony. Even though it highlights hyaluronic acid in the title, I didn't find it very hydrating. Overall, it's not as effective as the RAMEUP one and very forgettable. 2 out of 5 stars. Lastly, these are the Baume face masks from the Japanese brand Kose. I had high expectation for these because I usually hold Japanese skincare in high regard, but these really let me down. I normally don't mind if a product doesn't amaze me as long as it doesn't damage my skin. But these, I genuinely disliked them. They are not hydrating whatsoever, and yet their tagline you can see here. Sleep 8 hours in 8 minutes. Where? Like, where did I sleep? Did I just sleep 8 minutes in Leon's Raccoon City and the stress of surviving zombies spoils my skin and that's the reason why these masks didn't work? Because that would be the only acceptable explanation for how underwhelming these are. Like I said, they are not hydrating, they leave a slightly sticky feeling behind, and once the essence absorbs, my skin somehow feels even rougher. Like, how? Needless to say, I don't recommend these and will never repurchase. 1 out of 5 stars. Alright, moving on to the regular products I finished. First is this mouthwash from a Japanese brand called Lion. My verdict? Absolutely never again. No. This mouthwash burns like hell. I know I'm not the only one who hates that burning sensation in mouthwash, but do you know what's worse? What works is that the burn often comes from alcohol or flavoring and actually indicates irritation rather than effectiveness. Like, excuse me, dental care is already expensive and sometimes painful. We brush twice a day, floss, use silicone gum, clean our tongues, use mouthwash. There's already so much involved, and now brands are making us go through that burning sensation for no effing real benefit. Why are we suffering unnecessarily? I don't get it. Like I said, this one burns, tastes extremely bitter, and I didn't notice any standout results that would make it worth using again. Credit where credit is due though. The packaging is actually nice. you open the cap and then like you can just pop up the lid like this. I'm not sure if you can see it. Like you pop the lid up and then you can pour the product out. It helps keep air out and prevents contamination, but still I wouldn't recommend it or repurchase it. 1 out of 5 stars. The second mouthwash I finished is this Herbal Aroma mouthwash from a Taiwanese brand called Shallop. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Mine is in the Qingxuan tea flavor. Out of all the mouthwashes I've tried, this one has the mildest taste and the least burning sensation, which makes it much easier to use consistently. If the awful taste in mouthwash is what prevents you from using mouthwash regularly like I do, I'd definitely recommend this one. As for effectiveness, honestly, I don't expect mouthwash to be magical. It's just mouthwash. As long as it keeps my breath fresh for a while and doesn't irritate my gums or my teeth, I'm satisfied. So 3 out of 5 stars. I would repurchase it if I don't find anything better. Next is this clarifying shampoo from Neutrogena. I've had this one for so long that I'm not even sure if Neutrogena still sells it. For a clarifying shampoo, it works fine. My scalp feels quite clean after using it. However, I wouldn't repurchase it because of the scent. It's not unpleasant, but it's incredibly strong and lingers for a long time. It overpowers everything else. Body lotion, laundry detergent, everything. I can still smell it up to 2 days after using it. I genuinely think some perfume brands need to learn this shampoo secret of having a long-lasting scent. That said, it's just too much for me. My nose is overstimulated. 3 out of 5 stars. Next is this viral affordable hair mask, Fino Premium Touch Hair Mask. I kept seeing it all over TikTok a while ago. A lot of people swear by how soft it makes their hair. It is indeed very affordable. I think I got mine for $6 or $7. In terms of performance, it's pretty average. I'd say the marketing was just really good. It's not a bad product, but I don't find it better than any other hair masks that I've used in the past. Silicone is like the third ingredient, so you do get that smooth, silky feeling, but it's not the same as the real softness in your hair. The scent, I would say that the scent is nothing special either. Overall, 3 out of 5 stars for me, and I wouldn't repurchase since there are so many other options to try. I've already replaced it with this new hair mask. This one is from also a Japanese brand called Anti-residue. It is Melty Moist Hair Mask. First impression, I prefer this one to this one. So yeah, like I said, I wouldn't repurchase. Next is this bar of antibacterial soap from a Taiwanese brand named Coony. In the white musk scent. I hate this smell. I honestly regret buying it. Unfortunately, it came in a pack of 6. So I still have 5 more to go. F me. The one positive thing is that it doesn't leave my hands feeling dry after use, only if they had other scents that were less unpleasant. 2 out of 5 stars. Next, a quick review of a mini-sized body lotion that nobody cares about. This is the Verbena Body Serum from a brand called Desire and Passion. I'm not even sure if this is a real consumer brand because I got it from a hotel I stayed at a while ago. The body lotion's texture is very serum-like, lightweight and fast absorbing, and that's pretty much the only good things about it. It doesn't moisturize at all, and it has a ginger scent that I don't enjoy. Because of that, it took me an entire year to finish this tiny bottle. If I could give any brand one piece of advice, it would be very careful with ginger notes because they can turn unpleasant easily. Obviously not recommended, 1 out of 5 stars. Moving on to what used to be my signature perfume. This is Pink Sugar from Aquolina. I hope I pronounce it correctly. This is a 30 ml bottle and it took me about 3 to 4 years to finish the bottle. It is a gourmand fragrance, very sweet. Actually, cloyingly sweet. I was drawn to it because of that sweetness, and I stopped using it also because of that sweetness. I feel like when we are younger, we tend to love super sweet scents, and as we get older, we like them less. I still enjoy sweet fragrances, but this one is just too much for me now. It actually gives me a headache. Back in the day, it was my signature scent. I still remember my first boyfriend even said that whenever he smelled it, he thought of me. But yeah, this will be my last bottle of it, probably in this lifetime. I'd recommend it for younger people who really love sweet scents, but for everybody else, maybe not. It does last quite a long time on the skin and it's cheap, so 3 out of 5 stars for me. Next is a serum. This one is a Ceramide serum from a Taiwanese brand called Lab Smart. In my opinion, this wasn't cheap. I think I paid around $22 to $23 and I don't think it's worth the price at all. I chose a ceramide serum because I use actives like tretinoids, BHA and AHA quite often, and sometimes my skin barrier gets compromised because of those. So I wanted something to help repair my skin barrier, but I'm unhappy to report that this did nothing for my skin. It didn't moisturize, it didn't repair, nothing. Luckily, it didn't irritate my skin either, and the scent is quite mild, which is a plus. But overall, I wouldn't repurchase. 2 out of 5 stars. If you are looking for something for your skin barrier, my absolute favorite is this B5 cream from Roche-Posay. Whenever my skin is flaring up and feels like it's on fire, this one just shuts the flare up like Leon walking into Raccoon City and shutting every zombie down. A true daddy's home product. Next one is my long-term favorite moisturizers, the water sleeping mask from Laneige. I've been using this one for years. I've gone through maybe 7 or 8 jars at this point. It's a staple in my routine and I always repurchase it when I run out. It hydrates my skin really well without feeling greasy. You should only use it at night though, since it's a sleeping mask. I wouldn't recommend it for very sensitive skin because I do feel a slight tingling when my skin barrier is compromised. But for normal, dry or oily skin, it works great. I've already repurchased a new jar. 4 out of 5 stars. Definitely recommend. Okay, next is this toner from Primera or Primera, I'm not sure. This one is the Organience Barrier Repair. The texture is very watery and absorbs quickly into the skin. As for its claim of being a calming essence toner, all I've got to say is, calming what? Calming who? Because it definitely did not calm my skin. Not only did it do nothing, my skin actually felt worse when I used it. If there were a court that you can sue for free for 4 advertising, this product would be on my case list. I only finished it because it was a gift and I didn't want to waste product. But I would never repurchase it or recommend it to anyone on earth. The scent is also slightly unpleasant to me. 1.5 out of 5 stars. Next is this ultra slim long wear brow definer from a Taiwanese brand called 1028 or 1028. I'm not sure. It's your typical brow pencil with a spoolie on one end and the pencil on the other. It's fine. Not actually that long wearing though. I do like the slim design for precision, but that's also its downside. You don't get much product, so it runs out quickly. I'd probably pick it up if I urgently needed a brow pencil, but it's not something I'm impressed enough with to go out of my way to repurchase. 3 out of 5 stars. Last but not least, I finally finished a bottle of foundation. This is the famous Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the shade Y215. I do like this foundation. It's been a favorite of mine for a long time. It gives a nice medium coverage without looking cakey. It is a safe option when I need something that just works. However, if you have oily skin, this is not going to last on you. I still remember wearing it once during a summer hike, and after just 1 hour, my ex told me that he could literally see the foundation breaking apart on my face because of all the oil and sweat. So I wouldn't recommend it for oily skin like mine, especially in hot and humid weather. This one is the old formula though. Makeup Forever has already reformulated it and released a new version, but I decided to not try the new one. I needed something that could actually survive summer and my oily skin, so I switched to the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and so far it's the only one that stays put on me. Overall, I'd give this one 3.5 out of 5 stars. I might repurchase it if the new formula performs better, but for now I'm happy with my Estee Lauder foundation. And that's everything I finished in the first 3 months of my 2026 project plan. If it wasn't for this project, I honestly would never know that I actually used up so many products in such a short period of time. I do want to note that a lot of these were items I had been using on and off for years, like this perfume, and they just happened to run out during this period. I've seen a lot of creators doing project pan, and I think this is quite a positive trend. It motivates you to use what you already have and reduces waste and overconsumption. But I do want to mention some downsides of this trend that I personally observed, just so you don't fall into these traps, okay? The first is overconsumption. Project Pans is meant to help you use up what you already own, not to justify buying more just because you finished something. There's really no point in finishing one product if you immediately replace it with 2 more. you should slow down your shopping or even stop for a while until you've used up most of what you have. The second trap is overusing products. Some creators focus heavily on project pan content, which can create pressure to finish products faster. And this can lead to, using more than you actually need. And that's not a good thing. At the end of the day, all of these products, whether they are skincare, makeup, or body care, contain chemicals. And while they are generally safe, overusing them might not be good for you. Personally, I believe the less I use, the less I am exposed to chemicals, the better. I don't want to put more on my body than needed just to finish products faster for content. So just keep that in mind and use things at your own pace. I'll continue doing Project Pan and keep you updated because I genuinely enjoy this trend, and looking back at my empties is really satisfying. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.